A Brownsville family says their immigration status is keeping them from getting their son medical help north of the checkpoint.
The parents are in the United States illegally. They say the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services won't allow travel to Corpus Christi for surgery. Channel 5's Trayson Bragg has the story.
The family says they are running out of options, but they refuse to give up their fight. Wendy Armendariz says she and her husband entered the U.S. 3.5 years ago. They crossed the border into the Rio Grande Valley legally using a tourist visa. Armendariz was pregnant at the time. They were shocked at what happened next.
I was here shopping and I started to feel bad, so they took me to the hospital and I had to stay there. That's when they told me I was 40 weeks pregnant. I had an ultrasound and they said something was wrong with the child, that I needed to have a C-section and that I couldn't leave.
Their son, Noe Martinez, was born with a severe case of spina bifida. He had to be airlifted to Driscoll Children's Hospital in Corpus Christi. Armendariz says she and her husband decided to stay in America so their son could receive the best care possible.
He's already had 10 surgeries and he has to be checked. Every month I go to a specialist apart from his pediatrician. Every 5 to 6 months I need to take him to Corpus so that they can check him and have surgery.
She says on her last trip to the hospital in Corpus Christi, authorities would not allow her to cross the Sarita checkpoint. She says her son is due for another life-saving kidney surgery in Corpus Christi in August. Armendariz says the hospital will not perform the surgery without the presence of a parent.
His doctor said one of his kidneys is working at 30% and the other is at 70%. That if he doesn't continue with these small surgeries, he could start dialysis in a year or two. And with that diagnosis, he won't last long in life.
She and her husband hired an attorney to request travel documents for the family. 2 days ago, they received a letter from USCIS denying travel. We reached out to Vanessa Ortega, the head of the Protection Department at the Mexican Consulate in Brownsville. She says the family needs to come set up an interview at the Mexican Consulate.
After that interview, we can determine if we should look for that help here in the United States with American authorities, or if we should look for that help in Mexico.
We shared this information with Armendariz. She and her husband say they are willing to do whatever needs to be done to get their son the help he needs. We will continue to keep you updated on the latest information pertaining to little Noe's condition. In the studio, Trayson Bragg, Channel 5 News at 10.